Hello, I'm Daniel, and welcome to my YouTube channel. We here at the channel are continuing in our series of videos with respect to inspiration, information, education, guidance, advice, and following on the heels of my previous videos with video with respect to the harsh sermon and criticizing the Jewish people, God forbid, humiliating them in public. I want to tell a story similar to the one about the Baal Shem Tov listening to the sermon. This, however, happened to Rav Meir of Tiktin, the Rav of Tiktin. Similarly, a Maggid, a preacher, came to visit the community and asked permission to lecture in the shul, to give a drasha, a sermon. Rav Meir gave him the permission. He even, like the previous story of the Baal Shem Tov, even himself attended the discourse. The Maggid, the preacher, the storyteller, in his sermon, in his drasha, starts castigating the assembly. Like the Baal Shem Tov, a lot of the followers of Rav Meir attended. And the lecturer spoke very harshly, with powerful words. He criticized them with respect to Musar, their ethics, their lack of business ethics, their petty infighting, their sinas chinam, their baseless hatred of one another, the lack of religious observance. They were slack with respect to their mitzvahs. In short, the sermon was far from complimentary. Rav Meir listens intently to the Maggid's words and begins to cry, sobbing, actually. After the drasha, the rabbi comes to Rav Meir's house to hear his opinion of his sermon. He figured he moved him to tears. Rav Meir spoke to the man. He said, "Your words were penetrating and indeed true, because without a doubt, I am sinful. I am filled with sin. But I must ask you, however, why did you feel it so important to reprove me in public? Was it necessary to embarrass me, to humiliate me in front of the entire religious community? You've rebuked me. You could have rebuked me in private and still achieved the same effect. You've humiliated me in public, one of the worst things a person could do." The Maggid, the preacher, after hearing these words, was visibly shaken. He goes, "Rebbe, I didn't mean you. I would never suspect a Rav of any impropriety, let alone any transgression, such as the one I mentioned. No. I was speaking of the assembled members of the community. I was addressing the people. I wasn't addressing you. Chas v'sholom, God forbid." Rav Meir said, "The people are pure of any blemish. They are pious and holy," like the words of Exodus. He perceived no iniquity in Jacob. He saw no perversity in Israel. He says, the people are pure. They're pious. They're holy. If you found reason to censure anyone, it must have been me to whom you were speaking. Hence, I ask you again, why did you embarrass me in public? Rav Meir could not believe that the rabbi, the speaker, was addressing the community, because like the words of our Holy Torah, he perceived no iniquity in Jacob, saw no perversity in Israel. If he was talking about sinful behavior, the lecturer must have been talking about Rav Meir, talking about him. The story sends some messages. One of these messages identifies the chasm that lies between our generation and those that preceded us. These holy men, these gedolim, these great people, these tzaddikim, these righteous men of the past. It seems to us that there's like a gap between us and them. They are at such a high madrega, they're at such a high level that we can't possibly hope to attain. Let us not be discouraged. Let us not think that they're at a level that is impossible for us. We have to try. We have to try and lift ourselves up, literally, step by step, trying to be better every day than we were the day before. We're going to be doing more videos along these lines. Please come back. Please watch, please learn, and until next time, I'm Daniel, and thank you too much.